One of my favorite features of BambooHR is the assessment part.
It's quick, it's easy, it's 2 questions. BambooHR gives me a report. I know when to step in and help support my managers.
What I like about the assessment feature is the employee's ability to say how they're feeling.
We have created our performance review cycle around this tool. They're quick, easy questions, and one of them is, how valued do you feel as an employee? This question is extremely important to the management team to make sure that we understand how our employees are feeling and to make sure that they're getting the help that they need.
That gives you insight to see if what you're thinking needs to be helped with is you're on the same page with that employee.
We're able to dive into that situation and really help those employees feel more valued in the company.
It allows us the freedom to improve.
If an employee has an expectation about their job and a manager has a different expectation, without having some type of conversation about that, one side or the other's going to be upset. They're not going to make it.
I look at various reports depending on the cycle. So if it's really close to the performance management timeline that we do, I'm looking at those reports every day to see who's completed it, who has not completed it, how are people feeling. So before we used BambooHR's performance management tool, we had nothing. I would just hear rumors, this employee's not doing great, or this employee's struggling here, and these rumors would come and we wouldn't know when to step in and when to engage as far as HR is concerned. It was just by the seat of our pants, spitballing. Then we used BambooHR's management tool.
I think the double-blind nature of it allows people to think what they were really going to think without being influenced by as a manager, what the employee said.
It creates a very open, honest way to communicate, both positive and troubles.
It gives me a chance to say, this is how I really think the employee's doing. And I think for the employee filling out their assessment, it gives them the chance to say what they're really feeling without the influence of the manager yet. And same for the peer reviews. Knowing that when I give a peer review, that I can be honest and open and not worry about repercussions or hurting someone's feelings, I think you get more honest answers and better feedback that way.
One of my favorite parts of it is the notes section, which might seem a little odd, but I really like that when we have our assessment conversations with our employees, they're open for the employee to see. And so it's out on the table what we discuss.
So this is a great place to keep all that information together and to make sure that the employee is doing what they want to do.
If there's something that needs improvement, it's noted in there. If there's something that is positive and they're doing great on, it's noted in there. So it's there for all of us to be aware of, to check back on, and to see how we're progressing, either as a manager or as an employee.
So it's quick, easy, we get right to the point, right to the problems, and really help the employees who feel like they're struggling. And it helps with the high achievers. It helps them feel really good about what they're doing. It helps them know what they're doing well. So it's just been a fantastic game changer as far as performance reviews go as a company.